What's good? We back. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. Y'all know what it is. Talking on Bob Arum, and he's really trying to make the Vasyl Lomachenko fight versus Jorge Linares fight. And you won't believe what route he's trying to make this fight by. And if you don't know, Jorge Linares is co-promoted by, I think it's a Japanese promotional company, Tiakan. I can't pronounce. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I might be wrong. He was also co-promoted by Golden Boy, and we talked about yesterday in a video and a live stream that we did yesterday. Go check that out. Shout out to Moni Brown TV who came on with me last afternoon, and we talked about the inability of Top Rank and Bob Arum to make fights with other promoters, and it seems that Bob Arum is willing to have ESPN front the money for Linares and Vasyl Lomachenko, but he's choosing to work with Tiakan, the promotional company that's co-promoted with Golden Boy for Jorge Linares, rather than work with Golden Boy. So he's trying to make Linares and Lomachenko happen without going through Golden Boy. And Bob Arum is a sneaky dude. He don't want to work with Golden Boy, and that's the reason Golden Boy didn't get a phone call. Apparently, Tiakan got that phone call, and he's trying to work with them to have Jorge Linares come on ESPN, which the tentative date is May 12th, Madison Square Garden. But the thing about it is, Golden Boy may have to approve the deal, and if Golden Boy ain't a part of the deal, or if they not getting no money from the deal, and Tiakan is getting all the money, they may not approve that deal. An article from Boxing News 24, shout out to them, I'll link it to the description, says that Golden Boy is responsible for the revival of Jorge Linares' career, because we know he got stopped by DeMarco, and I think he went over to Japan and had a lot of fights in Japan. He's based out the UK now. That's where we live in that, but he had a lot of fights out in Japan. And they pretty much built his career back up with the Corella fight and a Luke Campbell fight. And they did a lot for him in his revival of his career and going to the top. But Bob is trying to work with Tiakan. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that name right. And, at the end of the day, Golden Boy may have to approve the deal. And that just shows you that, Bob Arum is going to go to any route not to work with another major promoter. If you don't want to believe it now, I don't know when you're going to believe it. This dude went to this co-promotional company all the way to Japan just to make a fight with Jorge Linares, rather than call Oscar De La Hoya or Eric Gomez to the Golden Boy office, make the fight happen. He's just showing that if you go through Tiakan, he probably making it seem like it'll be easier, and perhaps he can get some options on Jorge Linares if he wins or whatever it may seem. But he don't want to negotiate with Golden Boy. He don't want to work with anybody at HBO. He don't want to work with Premier Boxing Champions. And he continued to show that he gonna find a way not to work with those guys, And I'm not surprised, it'll be surprising to see that conversation that Linares and Golden Boy have. Where Linares go to Golden Boy and say, please, let Tiakan handle this fight promotion. I make sure y'all get paid and just let me go over to ESPN, and it'll be interesting to see what Oscar De La Hoya, Eric Gomez, Bernard Hopkins has to say for him. I think their rebuttal would be, we can make the Mikey Garcia fight happen. You probably gonna get the same amount of money, if not more, and plus we involved in a deal. But if not, Golden Boy had to be compensated for him being fully promoted by Tiakan. Period. They're not gonna just let one of they most popular fighters and Linares go over to ESPN and trust Bob Arum not to F him, in the long haul. But I don't know. I don't know how Oscar would be surprised would be to that. Obviously, if they cut out the deal, and it's Tiakan that he's working with, that means that he's gonna have full promotional power over over the whole card, and he don't want to share any of the promotion or the promo with Golden Boy. And I'm just trying to tell you, this dude is going back on his word. Oscar is saying we willing to work with anybody because they desperate. They need to work with people they don't have a roster that they once had. I mean, they got Canelo, Jojo Diaz, Linares, and David Lemieux, and Rashidi Ellis, who's still coming up. But they don't have a big roster. So it'll be interesting to see Linares take that. But I think they rebuttal. And it's just me putting my 2 cents in here and my hypothesis here. I believe that Golden Boy is going to try to sell Linares on just facing Mikey Garcia and sell them at the point like, look, this go to purse bid. We can win the purse bid, or we can make a deal happen with Al Heyman. We've worked with Al before, with Chavez Jr. and Canelo Alvarez, and Al Heyman and Oscar allegedly embraced and hugged, even though Oscar is appealing his lawsuit. But we can work with them, and we can assure you that over Premier Boxing Champions, you'll get a fair shake, and won't be no playing on the cards like potentially with Top Rank. It could be some BS on the cards. You look at Kell Brook, he went over there and took a belt for Sean Porter. Gary Russell got his belt took by Lomachenko, was a Top Rank fighter. And I think that's what they would sell Lomachenko on. Linares on. And, Bob is sneaky, man. Bob is very, very sneaky. He just, he want full power. He know he can control a company like Tekken and do what he wants because they based in Japan, he based in America, and he has the media in the market. I'm just trying to tell y'all, he ain't trying to work with nobody, man. So don't hold your breath on the collaboration with Top Rank and anybody else. We gone.